Golshani.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Salamun alaykum jami'an wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. I'm going to talk about shortly, in summary, the reasons for rise and decline of science in the Muslim world. For the details, I refer to my book, The Holy Quran and Sciences of Nature, whose Arabic translation has appeared in Egypt recently. Okay. There is no doubt that there was a golden age to science in the Islamic world. And then science declined. And there is also no doubt that the translation of Greek texts into Arabic had a contribution to the development of science in the Islamic world. But how much contributions Muslim scientists made to science and how much innovations they had has been a matter of controversy. And this is what I want to go into. So first I go into the reasons for the rise of science in the Muslim world. There are several factors, of which the two first ones are the main ones and are the root of the other factors. The first one is the recommendations of Quran and Sunnah for the study of nature. We are explicitly told in the Holy Quran, قُلْ انظُرُوا مَاذَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Behold what is in the heavens and in the earth. And more explicitly it is said, قُلْ سِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ فَانظُرُوا كَيْفَ بَدَأَ الْخَلْقَ. Go around the earth and behold how he created the world. This is both experimental work and theoretical work. Experimental exploration and theoretical work. I believe that the Quranic urge for the study of nature was really the main cause of the glorification of science in the Muslim world. And here I quote also from George Sarton, which believes the same thing. I ask once more, how could we reach a correct understanding of Muslim science if we did not fully grasp its gravitation around the Quran? Then we come to the urge of Sunnah to seek science, knowledge from anywhere, any source. We are told by Prophet, and this is narrated through various sources, Al-Utlub al-Ilm walau bis-Sin, seeks knowledge even in China. Of course, we then mean to seek religious science in China. So this is very general. Or it was told by Imam Ali that knowledge is the last property of a believer, thus acquire it even if it is in the polytheist's hands. It is interesting that while Islam does not permit the reliance of Muslims on non-Muslims, it does not put any boundary for learning. Then there were some other factors for the rise. The encouragement of scholars by rulers and the wealthy. They established libraries, they established schools, etc., and supported scientists. The prevalence of the spirit of tolerance and academic freedom. Only in those areas of the Darul Islam science flourished that there was academic freedom and the spirit of tolerance. The lack of prejudice and prevalence of rationality. This was very important, which is usually ignored. Proof, evidence, and rational reasoning was the rule of thumb in Muslim scientists' scientific work. I quote from Ibn Sina, which says, "Man ta'abbaza an yusaddiq min ghayri dalilin, waqad insalakha an al-fitrat al-insaniyya." Whoever confirms something without any reasoning, he has deviated from the track of human nature. Or which is really, this itself is rooted in the Quranic injunction, فَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ إِنَّ السَّمْعَ وَالْبَصَرَ وَالْفُؤَادَ كُلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. Do not follow that of which you have no knowledge. Indeed, the hearing, the eyesight, and the heart, all of those are accountable. And I like to quote Ibn Haytham, this revolutionary quoting. Therefore, the seeker after the truth is not one who studies the writings of the ancients and following his natural disposition puts his trust in them, but rather the one who suspects his faith in them and questions what he gathers from them, the one who submits to the argument and demonstration and not to the sayings of a human being whose nature is fraught with all kinds of imperfection and deficiency. That's the duty of the man who investigates the writing of the scientist, if learning of the truth his goal is to make himself an enemy of all that he reads and applying his mind to the core and margins of its content, attacking it from every side. He should also suspect himself as he performs his critical examination of it so that he may avoid falling into either prejudice or leniency. Then comes the freedom of immigration in Darul Islam, which I mean the following. The scientists in Darul Islam felt every corner of Darul Islam their land, irrespective of the ruler. So whenever they thought there is a special school or a special teacher somewhere else, they immigrated to there to learn. You just read the story of important scholars in Islam. Start from Bukhari, go to Masudi, to others, see how many lands they have gone to get their knowledge from. So they really felt that everywhere is their own. It's not like those that you are in a specific Islamic country, you have to go through so many things in order to go elsewhere. Ibn Khaldun says, traveling is necessary for the acquisition of knowledge in order to benefit and become mature through meeting great scholars and having the companionship of great men. An important factor that helped this traveling was that rulers didn't mind immigration from other places to their own. It was so free to move from here to there, as you can witness from Abyssinia's journeys from Kharaz to Isfahan, for example, that Adam Metz, the German scholar, says a Muslim could travel in Darul Islam under the protection of his religion and its flag. And there he would see people who worship the unique God that he worships and do prayer in the same way that he does and have the same religion, rituals, and traditions. There was a practical rule that guaranteed the citizenship for every Muslim so that throughout that extended land, nobody could claim his freedom or take him as a slave. Indeed, Nasser Khosrow traveled throughout all of these lands during the 5th century, 11th century after Christ, without encountering any of the problems that a German met during 18th century while traveling in Germany. The unity of sciences. Muslim scientists consider all sciences branches of a single tree. All of them are directed to study various things that God has created.